All right, set number 4 on TanksAsia. For clarification, set Immortals down south.
Yes, the blue team, their opponents, BoughtABagLastYear as the orange, yellowish team up north, and their tank selection, well, no surprise, the Immortals with, well, kind of a surprise actually, with a pair of KB5s. I thought they would roll out with 2 IS-3s, but they opted for an extra tank, a box tank.
Yeah.
And yeah, a pair of course of 50s, 100s. Now on the other side, yes, a much heavier setup coming from BoughtABag. As a matter of fact, so a KB5
actually no,
T32.
not as heavy as the Immortals, because they
well,
do have
a
T69.
much heavier compared to their last pick.
Oh yeah,
hands
definitely.
down. So
definitely.
a T32 and a T69 for sure. Was it for Gaosha?
Yeah, gotcha.
So there you go.
Iron Buzz in that classic IS-3 position. We're seeing that pretty much every set now, where this team starting on south
with a balcony.
Goes with a balcony,
and it's an excellent position for Iron Buzz. Now I'm actually curious as to what BoughtABag is actually doing.
Wei J Chen is moving over there to
the
Eastern Edge. So I mean, it may or may not be all the other forces there, but definitely
we haven't gotten vision on them yet. So,
but they're definitely interested in that area. Some more scouting, and we do see the Immortals kind of just slowly creeping up. This is what they love to do.
Well, I mean, they're going to camp where around that IS-3 that is taking the balcony.
I wouldn't be surprised though if they go for a push maybe in the next minute or so. It is because they never like to wait. The thing is,
right.
Immortals,
they don't like to wait, but they still want to find out where their opponents are, though. They're not going to charge in blind.
Yeah,
like that.
Well, we do see, and this is what I love also about the Immortals, is they know exactly where the best positions for each individual tank
for defense are.
And like, so you see Neverbeat and Unreal Rogue in those KB5s leading, and they're the tanks that are gonna go into the battle initially, and they're gonna be able to take the brute of the forest.
To be honest with you, man, I think BoughtABag's all to the east, because right now nobody's within the inner city and nobody's to the railroad. I'm actually very surprised at this, so I'm thinking that BoughtABag has everybody to the east.
We actually haven't got vision on them, so we have no idea.
They gotta be on the eastern forest.
Yeah,
there's nowhere else that they could be.
Yeah. Or they could be all scrunched up.
But that is suicidal. Why would they do that, though? They have given up their base to the Immortals. Honestly, okay, I'm gonna wet myself here by saying that I'm gonna take the dive and say that the Immortals are gonna win this.
I think so. I mean, positional wise,
I think so, because they've got the cover.
So far, I mean, positional wise, they do have a pretty big advantage against.
And they've got plenty of time to even defend their base. Even look at the spread here. We finally see the BoughtABag setup.
Oh wow!
And they are spread out like towards the eastern side of the railroad. And they do have a strong presence to the south, but because you've got 2 heavy tanks right there smack in the middle of the railroad, it's very easy to defend. I'm still going to say that the Immortals have an overwhelming advantage at this minute.
And the Immortals also have complete control of their entire city.
Exactly, and they're undercover.
Yeah, exactly.
They're undercover.
Exactly. And the railroad, they have
exactly. So they got the highway linking both starting points. Like, unless a miracle happens, or unless I'm missing something that we have never seen on ENCE before, I don't think BoughtABag can pull this off.
It still comes down to execution.
I know, of course, but can you believe that they actually gave up that northern starting position? Leading 2-1 against the Immortals? Don't you think it's like kind of a gift, an uncalled for gift?
I mean, we'll have to see, because right now we do see the Immortals continuing to push up here to the starting position of BoughtABag. HDY, actually, they have been able to spot.
So
Neverbest.
Neverbest got a shot here. Yeah, you got about like 250 taken down from his KB5, and the base capture starts now.
The base capture, but that's on the BoughtABag side. So BoughtABag's base capture is actually at about 20% now. The Immortals, they're really confused right now, I think, because they have to engage these tanks on the eastern edge, but at the same time they have to worry about the base capture, which is going up incredibly fast. Look at that, 3 tanks on the base right now.
I don't understand why they didn't respond to this earlier, because all they had to do was send down the tanks down the railroad.
Because these tanks were stopping them.
Well, but down the railroad. So,
one more second is gonna do it, and the base capture is delayed.
It's delayed at the last second.
It was delayed.
Yeah, the T1 went down
delayed even
at the last
more.
second. At the last second, so
they have to get Gauch or Savanch here if they want to make this work.
Well, no, but Gaosha's going to go down first. He's sandwiched here.
But Savanch, Savanch should almost be out of bullets.
Gaosha's going to go down here. Gaosha's going down.
Wow, so actually they barely managed to delay that base.
I know, but like I can't understand why they didn't send like both tanks down the railroad earlier. They could have defended this like way.
But look at this. Still, BoughtABagLastYear have the advantage, because the Immortals were forced to pull back 2 of the tanks to defend that base capture, and because of that, in the northern area, northern part of the map, they were able to win and have the outnumbered situation.
Indeed, and now it's just it's looking pretty grim for the Immortals, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Unreal Rogue is being completely surrounded here.
Crimson Team might be going down
Yeah,
here,
but still
and they might
Unreal.
trade their lives. No.
No, they don't, and
Not
Crimson
just
Team's
yet.
still alive, so yeah, this is really not looking too good for the Immortals. I think they're gonna lose this, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And so my call was poor. My call was poor.
Wow.
But once again, okay, maybe I made a wrong call on this one, but I gotta say that it took the Immortals like forever to actually respond to this base capture that was going down south.
And that's what I was saying is initially when that battle first started, I said they were confused because they weren't sure how many tanks to commit down back to the base,
yeah, exactly.
and how many tanks to just commit straight for that engagement right there towards the northern edge. And because of that hesitation, and because
They
of
were
the confusion,
just a little too greedy, though. They didn't have to advance the way they did.